What's going on, guys? Gomer's here. There's a roster update this week. Probably, unless they change their mind again. I'm 99% sure that they talked about it in their stream leading up to the update the week prior, but I don't know. Regardless, maybe they fell asleep like I do. The second I turn on a D-backs game, man, I don't know what it is. But if you ever are having a hard time, like you are suffering from insomnia, turn on an Arizona Diamondbacks game and you'll be conked out in 5 minutes. Trust me, it's the best sleeping pill there is. So we have a big roster update. We have new diamonds, new golds, tons of cards to invest in, make a bunch of stubs. Let me know in the comment section down below who's going gold, who's going diamond in your opinion, who's getting upgraded and maybe downgraded as well. There's been a lot of guys not performing too well this season, batting averages at an all-time low. Again, it's not that big of a deal. It happens every year for like the past 15. But let's go ahead and get into this one, of course. We are starting with not the first team, but the second team, the Red Sox, the Orioles. Sorry, no upgrades foreseeably. In the 70-plus overall range, again, that's another big thing. Investments are going to be different this year because of the fact that we now have different valuations based on overall, not just rarity. Like a gold card, an 80 does a quick sell for the same as an 84. So there's going to be a lot more investment. Nate Eovaldi, +1 to an 82, 247 opponent batting average, 9.97 K9, and a 1.25 BB9. Really good stuff. Nate Eovaldi, again, is having a nice season. Garrett Whitlock, potential gold, I'll be a little conservative here. A little pessimistic and say just a +2. One thing I will say is he's good at the game, which might have his value go even higher, though. 109 opponent batting average, 11.85 K9, and a 1.3 T BB9. I like that a lot. Let's go to the Yankees. Everybody was pissing and moaning. Oh, Matt Olson, Freddie Freeman, they're not a Yankee. Well, Anthony Rizzo probably having a better season than Freddie Freeman, at least to this point. He's going gold. He has a 350 and a 250 ISO against righties, lefties, respectively. He's at 4 home runs against right-handed pitching. I definitely do think that he will get that +1 up to an 80. DJ LeMahieu is having a nice kind of bounce-back season, a +1 for him. He's hitting 615 and has a 308 ISO against left-handed pitching. Against ISO stands for isolated power, which is the true metric that and home runs that they seemingly use for power. For lower guys, they might use slug a little bit more, but just something to keep in mind there as well. Michael King, 1 of 2 bronze pitches for the Yankees. That should get a big boost. He was supercharged earlier, 231 opponent batting average, 15.19 K9, 1.69 BB9. Good lord, man. Only buddy better is Nasty Nestor here, who's getting a +7 in my opinion to a 78. He's been otherworldly, one of the best pitchers in all of baseball this year. 132 opponent batting average, 14.36 K per 9, and a 1.72 BB9. Really good stuff from Nestor Cortez in the first place Yankees, as unfortunate as that is to say. Wander Franco, a +3 in my opinion. He hits both sides really well this year. 326 and a 239 ISO against righties, including 2 homers. And he's hitting great against lefties, 412 and a 412 ISO. So a +3, he's definitely on Diamond Watch. Keep an eye on him. Gold Watch, I think Shane McClanahan's definitely going to get it. He's been very, very nice. 200 opponent batting average, 12.68 K per 9, and a 2.05 BB9 as well. Highly like Shane McClanahan here for going gold. However, there's no stubs to be made, probably, because he's already going for over 1,000, just because how the Rays collection works. Another gold, in my opinion, Michael Kopech. Got the honor, the privilege to see him pitch in the Twins White Sox game, and he was doing what every pitcher does to the Twins. Not named Byron Buxton, making him strike out and get out. Good lord, man, that offense is putrid. That's just as good as the Diamondbacks when it comes to falling asleep. I have a +2 to a gold here. 136 opponent batting average. He has been very, very good. Moving over to the Guardians, we have a 90+. Again, the reason why these are so key is once they hit that 90+ threshold, it becomes a higher pull rate. So over time, this is going to be a great nest egg for you. And JRM, as you guys probably all know, has been insane by every definition, even by my stature. That's insane. 356 batting average against righties, 333, 400 ISO against lefties with 2 homers. So I have been getting a +2 upgrade to a 90+. Austin Meadows, former Ray. I'm very glad that we made that trade for whatever jobber, whatever slapdick I can't even think of his name. That's how good a deal it was. A +1 with a chance at going gold this week. A very low-key investment, only 310 stubs right now. +1 for sure, 333, 385 batting average against righties and lefties respectively. Not hitting for a ton of power, but that contact against lefties should see a big boost. Keep an eye on him, throw some stubs his way. Moving over to the Twins, Byron Buxton obviously is going to get upgraded. I have him getting a nice +2 here. He's tied for the major league lead in home runs and has only played in about half the games, maybe a little more. 375, 542 slug against righties with 3 homers. A 692 ISO against lefties with 3 home runs as well. Lunacy for Byron Buxton. If he plays 130, he's the MVP. That's the big if he can play 130. Joe Ryan, I have him getting a fat +2 to a silver. Been good this year, 167 opponent batting average, 9K9, 2.81 BB9. There you go. Moving over to the Astros, Justin Verlander. Picked up right where he left off 3 years ago in 2019. 159 opponent batting average, 1.89 BB9, a +1, maybe a +2. I think they lowered his overall to an 86 because he hadn't been pitching, and now they should give him some of that love back because he was the Cy Young when he actually pitched last in 2019. People forget that. Christian Javier, again, he's been dominant, +3, 179 opponent batting average, 12.96 K per 9, and a 1 BB9. Very good. He is on Gold Watch for sure. Keep an eye on him. The Angels, Noah Syndergaard, another guy who was out for 15 years with injuries. He's not striking out anybody, but he has a 167 opponent batting average, which should net an upgrade and a good start for the Angels pitching, which has not been too bad this year. Aaron Loop, I'm sick and tired of this guy being down every day. He had a ERA under 1 last year, but again, all you see on Inside Edge, oh, it's limited, but it favors the Guardians. Well, we're not going to show you any of the statistics there, but yep, you know, the Guardians are favored. What the fuck, man? Very high effort there. So he's down every day, but he should get a +2. Him at a 75 overall, the kind of year he had last year is pretty ridiculous. 0.37 opponent batting average. He's getting a fat upgrade, +2 for him. Frankie Montes should have been a Twin, man. Unfortunate. +2 to a gold for him as well. 180 opponent batting average. 9.12 K per 9 and a BB9 at 1.46. Another teammate of his, Sean Murphy, +2. He's hitting lefties really well. 350 and a 600 ISO against them. 3 home runs. So he should get a nice 79 overall at the roster update this Friday. Couple Mariners. Ty France is a guaranteed gold card right here. +3 in the running for a POTN Lightning card. 367 batting average against righties with 3 homers, hitting 400 with a 467 ISO against lefties. He's been tremendous hitting this year, just like he was last year. Logan Gilbert, he was kind of bad last year, but he's bounced back. 0.54 BB9 is otherworldly, and a 210 OBA should net him a +2 on Gold Watch for sure. Also keep an eye on JP Crawford. Don't hear too many people talking about him, but he's having a good year. 350 batting average against righties, hitting 357 with a 643 ISO and 2 homers against lefties, which he only has 36 power, so should get a big upgrade there. And he's only struck out 4 times in about 50-60 at-bats as well, so possibly a vision upgrade. Have him getting a 79 overall this week. For the Rangers, Nate Lowe, former Ray, Nate Lowe, Josh Lowe, Brandon Lau. Christ, I would hate working as the Rays for an announcer, but Nate Lowe is hitting for a big average this year. 432 against righties, 308 against lefties, +3 to a 76 overall. Nothing crazy. Matt Olson moving to the Braves here. He's been very nice, hitting 415 with a 268 ISO against right-handed pitchers with 2 homers. Should get a +1 overall for him. Another +1 here, Ozzie Albies. He's not hitting for a high average at all against right-handed pitching, but that's fine because he has 4 homers and a 310 ISO, so that should warrant an upgrade in power. And he also has a 375 ISO against lefties with 2 homers against them as well. He's getting diamond. I feel even more confident about it than I did last week when we talked about him. Austin Riley, you guys know my thoughts about him. He had a 13 defensive run save last year, but has common fielding. Like, what kind of lackey? What moron is doing the ratings over at SDS that clearly doesn't see these things don't match up? Because with the hitting and his true defense, Austin Riley's a diamond player. He should get a +2. He's been hitting really well this year. It just is, it's ridiculous, man. I already used that adjective, but we'll reuse it again. because it fits. Pablo Lopez, he's going gold +2, 164 opponent batting average, 1.56 BB9. He's been great. Teammate Jazz Chisholm, you like Jazz? I like him going up to a gold here. I don't like the investment. He's already going for 1,500, but definitely going to get it, in my opinion. 4 homers, 333, 500 ISO against righties. Moving over to the Mets, the pitching meta right now in baseball, Max Scherzer. You know, people clowned on the contract. It's been great. He's probably the best, maybe the leading for the NL Cy Young so far this season. 131 opponent batting average, 11.88 K per 9. He's getting a +1 to a 92. We have a lot of them here. Francisco Lindor, he'll get a +1 to an 83 against righties, hitting 302, which is pretty cool. Edwin Diaz, he's been great, +2 for him. Chris Bassett, I have him going gold. One rough start, but wasn't even that bad. He's overall had still a really good season. Carlos Carrasco, he's getting a +3. Tyler McGill, he's getting a +3. I mean, Jesus, man, this Mets pitching factory is absurd. And then also Brandon Nimmo, possibly gold here. Really like this investment. Keep an eye on him. Only going for 380 stubs right now, hitting 270, 270 batting average and ISO respectively against righties, 364 batting average against left-handed pitching. He definitely could get it. It's just a matter of if. But I do like that investment right now for sure. Moving over to the Nationals, Josh Bell, hitting 400 against right-handed pitching, a +1 to a 79. Over to the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki is still really good. You know, he kind of cooled off a little bit, but still a very high plateau. OPS of over 1,000. +4 for him. 2 homers against both sides. 428 ISO against lefties. 281 against righties, and a 406 batting average against right-handed pitching as well. Ian Happ has been great for them also. +3 to a 77 overall. Hitting 303 against righties. 400 batting average against lefties, and his K percentage is down 10% from where it was the rest of his career, which is really nice to see for him. Moving over to the Brewers, another fantastic pitching factory. Josh Hader, a +1 to an 89 overall. Have him getting a hit per 9 upgrade and a BB9 upgrade. Just 2.25 BB9 over a 52 attribute in the game should warrant an upgrade. Corbin Burns picked up right where he left off on his Cy Young campaign. 151 OBA, 11.57 K per 9, 2.10 BB9 for him. The Pirates, what do you know? They have an upgrade. David Bednar has been fantastic this year. +2, 179 opponent batting average and a 13.50 K per 9. Another 90 plus ensuing. Nolan Arenado, no chorus effect here. He's doing it over at Busch. Just a different beer sponsorship. 364, 250 ISO against right-handed pitching, 2 homers. Has a 600 ISO against left-handed pitching. Definitely see him getting a +2 up to a 90 overall. So if you have him, don't sell him. If you want to invest, it's going to be a long-term investment for Nolan Arenado. Some Rockies, we just talked about it. The course effect is working for these guys. CJ Cron is 5 homers against right-handed pitching, 313 batting average, and a 313 ISO against lefties. He is getting gold for sure, but the price is already pretty consistent on him. Randall Grichuk, this is one of my favorite investments of the week, has been very good and goes for very little, 385, in a collection that should be boosted for gold cards. I have him going gold, a 308 batting average against righties, 571, and a 286 ISO against left-handed pitching. Don't sleep on Grichuk, man. He's having a really nice season away from Toronto. Then Connor Joe has also been great. +4 for him. 289, 395 ISO against righties with 4 home runs. And hitting 381 against lefties. He's definitely going to be on Gold Watch here soon. Almost done. Clayton Kershaw, what do you know? He's not washed. He's actually still really damn good to all, you ESPN rankers that put him in the bottom like 70 or whatever. He's shown everyone wrong. 167 opponent batting average, 12.18 K per 9, the highest in a while, and has yet to walk anybody. A +2 to an 87. Cody Bellinger, the dead wakes, +2, 289 ISO against righties. 3 home runs against them as well. 286 batting average and ISO against left-handed pitching. He's going to get a +2 to an 82 overall. Manny Machado, +1 to an 88, hitting lefties very well. 500 batting average, 450 ISO. Joe Musgrove, a +1 up to an 81 overall. Not walking anybody. 191 opponent batting average. Love it. Sean Manaea, another one of my favorite investments. 250 stubs. Guy has a 188 opponent batting average and only a 68 attribute in the game. Also, about a 10 K per 9 is a lot better than 54 in the game would indicate. 0.47 BB9. He should get an upgrade across the board here. A +2 should be a guarantee in my opinion. Finally, a lock for Diamond Carlos Rodon. Absolutely getting it. Hard to say how much stubs to make on him, but he's been fantastic. The clear Cy Young Award favorite. after 4 starts. And then Jock Peterson, upgrade for him as well, hitting .364, .455 against right-handed pitching, 6 homers, tying the major league lead. And what a smile for him right there. Just wish he had the pearls on for a nice clean look. That's it. Lord knows how many players that was. A lot of them. We spent a fat amount of time doing that. So I appreciate if you leave a like down below. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Again, let me know who in the comment section you guys are investing on. Who's going up? Who's going down? Roster update number 1, presumably. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. You guys don't eat. What the what did that even say?